Hello, Alan Steady here with Firewalls.com. This video request was brought to us by one of our YouTube subscribers, Anna Marie. So first off, thank you Anna for your video topic suggestion. In this video, we're going to be demonstrating how to create a full NAT on a Sophos SG Firewall. So let's go ahead and jump into the web admin of our Sophos SG Firewall and take a look. Here in the web admin of our Sophos SG Firewall, we'll start by selecting Network Protection in our main menu, followed by NAT in our submenu, and select the NAT tab. We'll select the new NAT rule here and select our rule type to be full NAT. So what's going on with this full NAT? Why do I need it? Why do I need to change my original source IP address? Well, there's a number of reasons we would need to do that, but for the sake of this video and the full NAT, we have to do this because of the way network address translation works on the Sophos SG Firewall. Because what's happening is the client makes a request destined for one of our external addresses of an internally hosted server. The Sophos Firewall then changes the destination address of the request, which is then forwarded on to our internally hosted server's address. Now, when the server receives the request, the original source is still the client's internal address, which it will then attempt to respond directly to. And in most network configurations, this response will not pass back through our Sophos Firewall. It will go directly to the client through the switch. When this happens, it will result in the source address of the response being the server's internal address, which will usually result in a failed connection because the client receives a response from a different address than it sent the request to. So before we go ahead and create our full NAT, what I've actually done is I've got a server here. I've got an IIS server which is listening on HTTPS or port 443 on lab.firewalls.com, which we can see will also resolve to my public IP address. So to kind of demonstrate this live, I'll go ahead and reload this page where we can now see that my connection is failing. It's not happening. So we'll come over here and create our full NAT policy, which in our example here, we want to specify where the traffic is coming from. So for traffic coming from, we'll select our internal network. And for our service, because this is an HTTPS server, we'll need to specify HTTPS. Going to, this is the original destination, which in our example is our primary public IP address. And here in the change the destination to, this is acting just like a normal destination NAT where we're changing the destination to our internal server. So we'll select our internal server host, where we can also do a translation on the service or port, which in our case we do not want to do. We want to preserve the original service, which is just HTTPS. And here in our source, where we want to change our source to, we can select our external IP address again, and we can also enable our automatic firewall rules as well as logging. Go ahead and select save. Next, we need to enable the NAT policy. We can jump back over here and retry our connection. Where we can see our connection is establishing. We are, however, getting our certificate error because I don't actually have a valid certificate hosted on our server here. We just kind of fired this up to demonstrate how full NAT would work. So we can see by creating our full NAT, it satisfies the ability for other clients on our internal networks to reach hosted servers using the public IP address of the firewall. So essentially, our full NAT just winds up acting as a loopback. Now, this isn't the only way to achieve this, and perhaps a much cleaner and simpler way would be to use split DNS or utilize the Sophos SG Firewall as a DNS forwarder and configure a DNS host entry for it using the server's hostname and internal IP address. We demonstrate how to create a DNS host record in a separate video. And that's really it. As always, we appreciate you watching, and if you found this video helpful, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and more importantly, please continue to leave us comments. Those are monitored. We do want to hear from you guys. And of course, don't forget to come check us out at Firewalls.com, where you can chat with a sales engineer, or feel free to give us a call, 866-403-5305. Thanks, guys.